What's up, everyone? So we're back with another garden tour. Well, kind of tour. We're planting garlic today.
Yeah. Not much left to show in the garden, I guess.
No. That last week frost, it got us.
Yeah, we got our first frost. What was last week? We're at the end of October here. I think today's the 25th.
Today is Monday the 25th.
Monday the 25th. So last Thursday, it was either Thursday morning or Thursday night and Friday. Yeah. One of those 2 days was our first frost, and it took out the plants that were left in the garden, but there wasn't any fruit on them, so we got all the veggies and things picked.
The only thing that didn't really take out would be the strawberries.
Those strawberries look great.
It's weird. So we're going to do the garlic in the same spot as we did last year.
I've got my Target bags here. As you can tell, I just didn't have any lunch bags to save our garlic. We're actually planting about the exact same amount as we planted last year. I tried to get a hold of more garlic where we got it last year, and their garlic didn't do so hot. Yeah. So that was kind of a bummer. I was hoping to just double what we planted, and we decided that it was kind of just, you know, a blessing. We have quite a bit of garlic from this year in the house that we'll be able to use this year, and then planting the same amount, so slow and steady we're building it up, I guess. Yeah,
and we'll see how much we use in 1 year too.
Yeah,
we don't know how much we're gonna use.
I think we'll use all of it. Yeah. We like our garlic.
And the fermenting with the onion onion.
Yeah, you should,
I'm thinking of onions now.
You should
the
tell
honey
them
and garlic.
about it.
I started fermenting the honey and garlic, and it's really good. So it's like candy. So we have it for when kids get a sore throat or whatever.
Yeah, it's been really nice for that.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to eat though, because it's sweet.
Yeah.
And it's garlicky.
Yeah, it's a punch.
It's something else. Yeah, so we'll be planting our garlic. I saved the best of the bulbs, which for the most part meant the big bulbs. Yeah. Because we want some big garlic. We're going to be planting a little bit extra of the German extra hardy. Because here's the thing, the bulb, is it bulb? Clove. Cloves, the smaller part, right? I always get this confused. Bulb, clove. The cloves are huge. So if I use a clove from that when I'm cooking, it's way quicker and easier. Yeah. So that's what I would like to be growing. Even if that was the only variety in our garden, I think I'd be happy. But I think it's good to still have the variety. So we're planting all the same types, mostly hardneck, one soft neck variety, and that champagne garlic that we're not sure the name of, we're planting a little bit more this year. So should we get started?
Yeah.
So where we are planting our garlic is the same spot as before. We had originally planned on going around the outside of our garden, but we don't quite have all our wood chips spread, plants pulled, and we need to get this stuff in. So we're just gonna put it in the same spot. It worked well last year. Hopefully it works well this year. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know how you look at it, but we have a lot of onions coming up. So I'm actually pulling these just so they are out of the way. Some of them are actually gonna be able to be saved. Oh, actually, maybe not. I might be able to save a few. It looks like they did get frozen, but I might be able to save a few for planting next year, just so we have garlic for seed, or onion for seed, and some more smaller onions. We also have some garlic in the ground here, and we originally were going to keep it here when we planned on putting the garlic elsewhere, but since we're not sure what variety it is, I'm just gonna pull them if I can. Got a little bit of garlic there. Maybe we can put it in supper tonight. It smells good. Another one over here. Oh, that one broke. Oh, that one's mush. That one froze. Ran up to the greenhouse and got some trifecta. This was just that organic fertilizer that we used this year. And so we'll put this down before we get the garlic planted. Matt's just raking the wood chips out of the way. We do a style of gardening called Back to Eden, and I can link a video up above about how we do that. But it just basically means that we use wood chips as our ground cover, and It keeps us from doing a lot of weeding, and it worked really well last year for the garlic, so hopefully it does this year too. I'm not measuring.
Darn raspberries taking over.
A little lower, we're drifting with the wind. You think I've got a toy, huh, Charlie?
You just want some loving or what?
Alright, I think I've got a method behind the madness. We're going to plant them from the biggest variety down here to the smallest variety down here. We'll end with the soft neck. Actually, maybe we should have the soft neck down there, huh?
Which one does the scallops?
All the hard neck. So sorry, say it again.
You want those? Easy picking.
Yeah. So we'll do, change our mind. We will do smallest to largest with our soft neck down there and our hard necks going this way so that it's easier to pick those garlic scapes because they're delicious and we need to be able to reach all of those. So we've got inchulum. We're going to plant, the inchulum's going to be first, that's the soft neck, and we're going to plant about 1/2 pound. This was a really small garlic that we got from there, but I did save the biggest of it. Then the champagne garlic, that's that hard neck that we don't remember the name of, so we're just calling the champagne garlic. And we're planting about 1/4 pound. We only planted a couple pieces last year. The Medici, I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, is a hard neck. We're going to plant 1/2 pound. The chestnut red, that one we planted a whole pound last year, so we're going to do that again. And then the German extra hardy, which was our favorite, the one we really want. So we're going to plant 3/4 pound because I didn't quite want to plant all of it. Last year we only planted 1/2 pound of that. All right, grab a kneeler.
Charlie, you're messing this up. Get, don't go in the bag. What are you doing? Get out of the goofball.
Yeah, these are the soft neck ones that I wasn't sure I wanted to plant. It's all right. It was fun to braid them, but the other ones I tied together look a lot prettier.
These little ones I'm not going to play.
That's fine, just turn them back to there. They fell out of they were in the clothes, so it was kind of like, if I would have done them in the house, I would have just done them. So this is a good idea now of how much we planted. Because last year we ate a bunch of it, so it's hard to say how much we planted, you know?
Yep.
So we will be way ahead, which is exciting. Remind me to work hard this week.
Work hard this week. I reminded you.
That really is the real reminder. You just gotta work hard. So now every year you only plant your big bulbs. Just think of this. If every year we plant this amount, you leave with what? 4 to 6 times the amount based on how many are in there.
We have enough for another roll.
Do it.
Where and how? Should I do it right next to this one?
Maybe, yeah, do one right there because that's all
It'll
the
be tight next to this. But Potato?
Did you hear what we were just
Potato,
talking
patata?
about? Look at that. Matt found a potato. We're watching last year's garlic planting video, and he, there's another one. He had put the potato dirt over here.
What
Maybe
the?
it's from those. But we did have potatoes planted there.
I know, but
we
I
might
thought
have
we
missed a
cleaned them
whole
all.
row. Hey, come on now.
Look at this big one. Did we miss this whole row?
We must have missed a whole row. How did that happen? No plants there. Probably all died. That's hilarious. It's a little one. So Matt's still planting. Matt's still planting that insulum, the soft neck variety. And he's already got 2 rows. And then he's digging a 3rd one even closer to our berries because there's just that much of it. And then we were talking about it because we had written down how much we planted last year. But that really wasn't how much we planted. That's how much we bought. And then when we were planting, we would fill a row or 2. And then we would save all the little ones to eat. So really we're planting quite a bit more than last year, which is awesome. I'm so excited that we have this much plant and so much in the house. Rock or potato?
Potato. Why would I throw a rock at you?
I don't know, it's like off to the side of me. Why would you throw a potato at me? I mean...
Because it's food for you to take in the house. You've never had a potato fight?
So we switched the order. So we remember this, we'll have to say this. We did the insulum, which is a soft neck. The champagne, we don't know, a hard neck. Matt is doing the chestnut red now because we have a full pound of it. And he thinks he can get it all in here before we get to our cattle panel trellises. And that means we got the Medici and the German Hardy that there's no room for. We'll have to find a home for it. Especially since, look at this German Hardy clove. They're so huge. I just really love these. I'm excited to get them planted somewhere. It's just sunny. I can barely keep my eyes open.
If we use all of it up, or not even use all of it up, this is enough for us every year.
And then we've already...
This is more than last year.
We've already established how much we need for a year if this is right, which is super cool. Which that's really my goal. Know how much you need.
Yeah. How much we'd use.
Yeah. I think if we, do powder and stuff, we'll use a lot more, but I'm done breaking. My fingers hurt. Matt, did you plant it the right direction?
East to west.
That's not what I meant.
So if you look at it, this was the root. This goes down. Down, down, down.
Are you thinking of all the pickled eggs you're going to make with the garlic scapes next year?
Oh, and cucumbers, because our cucumbers are going to grow. I don't think the depth really matters on it, to tell you the truth.
Well, I think last year when we were freaking out because everybody had all these greens popping up, and we're going, what? We don't? Ours were just deeper. I think that's all it was. But hearing so many people had poor luck with theirs, maybe that's what kept ours going. I don't know. Moisture from the ground. Do we have to water them good? Why don't I remember that?
Yeah, but the soil's wet because it just rained.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's really damp. Look I still haven't had time to get all that garlic done. It's still just sitting there. Most of it was tied up. I was down to the chestnut red, had to get tied up. That was it. And then it felt awful today cutting them off of the ones I already had tied up. I'm like, next year I'm just going to take the big ones and get them all ready to plant in a bag. I'm not going to mess with that. Like, here, I know I want to plant, because I'll know I want 1 pound of this and half a pound of this, you know?
Alright, what do you want to do?
What do you got? I'll just save that amount. This is the chestnut. I didn't really care. Do you want to
You don't care
try?
for the chestnut? Or
What?
you don't care for the chestnut?
Meh. It's so small. We almost got all the chestnut in. I'm gonna just save the ones that didn't fit in the row to plant inside, or to plant inside. To plant inside.
Oh, we're gonna plant in our living room.
In our food. To eat is what I meant. So Matt thinks he can get these other two done in 2 separate rows. He's usually right, so.
Yeah. This is recorded.
Love you, dear. I don't even know if it's recording.
I gotta do everything around here. Which one? Mancini?
Medici. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just making that up. Medici. But I want to say, what is
Ooh la
the...
la 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 Medici.
This way. It's all planted. Matt is spreading some wood chips, shaking about 2 to 3 inches on top of this garlic. I can't believe it all fit here. It's definitely a lot more than we had planted before. And I feel like it was kind of tight before, so we will see.
Definitely added a couple more rows though.
Yeah, we added rows. I think it's going to be tighter to the tomatoes and towards the berries, but hopefully it does really well. Just in case I messed this up before, we've got the insulum. Took up 3 rows. That's that soft neck. I'm trying to remember them. Champagne was 1 row. The chestnut red, was that just 2 rows, Matt? Yeah, because it was a little bit bigger.
Chestnut was 2.
The Medici was 1 row, and then the German extra hardy was not quite a full row, so that row's a little bit shorter. But we planted more of that one than we did last year versus the others where we planted the same amount that we had ordered last year. I think we're going to end up with more than enough garlic next year, which is going to be amazing. And I'm just so looking forward to it. I am so happy with the garlic we have in the house. We've been using it a lot. We definitely do use garlic powder quite a bit still. So maybe we'll make our own garlic powder next year. I do have some scapes I have to grind up yet that were dehydrated from this year. So we will have some of that, but not into making our own powder yet. One day though, probably.
Thank you for planting garlic with us. Even though you didn't lift a finger. Hey, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more. Glad you guys see us again.
Bye.
Bye.